Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Del the Gamer, and currently I'm playing on FS22. So in this video I'm going to talk about FS25 and what we know so far. I'm going to try and go into as much of a full depth guide as I can. However, there is a lot more added to this game, and there is a possibility I could accidentally miss out one or two things. So please do let me know if there's anything that you think I missed out. Just before I start, I would like to say, please do purchase your game through either my partner links or use my code, which is DEL, DELL in capitals, on the Farming Simulator website. It does help out the channel, and I'm trying to get to bronze level, Giants partner level bronze. That way, I'll then be able to bring you early access content. So, without any more said, let's get into it. So, to start with, Giants have upgraded their engine from engine 9 to engine 10, which allows them to be able to do more things. Now, unfortunately, the game is not going to be available on old gen consoles. That's already been confirmed. Old gen consoles are not going to be applicable because of the graphics and everything, but we'll get into the graphics and everything later on. Now, FS25 will be released on the 12th of November for people to play. Currently though, it is available for pre-order as I speak. Now, if you pre-order it, you get with the game the Mac Don pack. There is a season pass available. The season pass contains 3 packs and 1 map. We'll get onto that later. You can also get a collector's edition. I do have a link for that as well. You can get it where you can get it, but I don't think my link affects that because it normally comes from like Amazon and stuff like that, you know. Now, so let's get into some of talk about the collector's edition. So what the collector's edition includes. So the collector's edition for FS25 includes the PC game as a disc and the MacDon pack. It also includes 16-bit retro edition and soundtrack by Chris Husbeck. Hope I'm saying that correctling. It has modding tutorials, 32 brand stickers, a farming simulator keyring, New Holland CR11 Gold Edition. I believe what that is, it allows you to get the New Holland CR11 in the game with a gold paint job. A gold paint skin, you know. It has 3 A2 posters. These, we don't know what they are yet, or at least I don't know yet. They may have been announced, but I'm not sure about that. 3 A2 posters, which could possibly be crop calendars. And it also includes a USB ignition lock. So with FS22, I believe, we've got a beacon. Now we're getting a USB ignition lock, and apparently you can plug it into your PC and you can actually use it to start up the engine of your equipment. You know, you can put in the key and use it to start the engine. It is only available though, it is only compatible though for PC, unfortunately. Now let's get into some stuff about the game, you know, get into the actual hardcore stuff. GPS, Global Positioning Software, I believe it's called. It is now coming to FS as a base game feature. FS25 will have GPS as a base game feature, so no longer do you need to install a mod to have GPS. So it should really help for those people that struggle to drive in straight lines. That should really help you. We have improved graphics and physics, so there's various stuff to talk about. So we, for example, steaming manure in FS22. The manure is just, you know what I'm saying. Whereas in real life, manure does get hot and it does steam. In FS25, from what we've seen of the actual gameplay footage, you do get steaming manure. There is also distant fog in the game. So the fog will be much better than the fog we get in FS22. We don't really get much fog in FS22, and even when we do, it is a bit lame, you know? So we've also got enhanced shadows coming to FS22. So we'll have softer shadows, stronger shadows, more realistic shadows. We're also gonna have something called cloud shadows. So you have we can't really see the clouds in the sky here today, but you get clouds in the sky. Basically, cloud shadows. The shadows of the clouds will show on the ground, and each cloud will be different. So different shadows and all that will be shown. Dynamic weather effects. So we have obviously there will be rain coming to FS25. Rain is in almost every game. Well, I think it is in every game, I believe, you know. Now, dynamic weather effects show, for example, rain. It will look more realistic. It will build up on your tractor. Your tractor, for example, will get more of a wet look when it rains. I believe with that we also get better sun, stuff like that. Please quote me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the weather will be more realistic and much more improved. Ground deformation. So a lot of people were wondering what ground deformation actually is. Will we be able to dig the ground? Now we have the answers about this. It was explained at FarmCon. So unfortunately I'm not at FarmCon 24. I was unable to make it due to lack of funds, but the ground deformation has been explained. So basically, you're not going to be able to dig into the ground, unfortunately. So anyone that wants to, when it comes to leveling for your buildings and stuff, anyone that wants to do it a bit more realistically, like digging and stuff like that, unfortunately, you won't be able to do that. At least not in FS25. Unless a mod comes out for it, obviously. All it does is when you drive on field, grass, gravel, whatever, it will basically get tire tracks. So the tires will dig into the ground a bit, you know. This does not happen, I believe, with tarmac and stuff. Maybe not concrete either. I'm not sure though. And it will also depend on the weather, temperature, the climate. So if the ground is wet, obviously you're going to dig into the ground a lot more. You know, your wheels are going to create basically trenches, I would like to say, as you drive. So they will dig into the ground a lot more when the ground is wet, whereas when it's hotter and drier, it's, I believe, less likely for the wheels to dig in to the ground. So yeah, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that with the dynamic weather, we also puddles also form on the road from rain. We do have new construction missions and new productions. Now, from what I know of, can't think of any productions that have actually been announced yet. If I'm wrong and you know of any, please do let me know down in the comments. Construction missions though. So basically what this will mean, if I'm correct, I believe that the construction mission, so there could be more to it that will be released, because obviously not all information has been released yet. More information will be released over the next coming weeks and months. But apparently when you're building, there's something called buildable farmhouses now, and I believe this is part of the construction missions. So in FS22 you can just select a farmhouse, for example, and place it down and it's built. Now in FS22 you'll still be able, in FS25 you'll still be able to do that. There will be an option to do that. However, I believe that there is an option now where you can build your farmhouse. So you just deliver products, and then the farmhouse over time will slowly start getting built. And then once it's built, then you have a farmhouse with a sleep trigger and everything, you know. Apparently it won't be as complex as the roller coaster on Silver Run in FS22, which I think a lot of people would like, because the roller coaster is a bit, it is a bit confusing. There's a lot to it and all that, you know. But yeah, coming on to animals, FS25 base game, we are gonna have animals showing in the pens at the animal dealers. Now, in FS22, yes, I know we do have this on some maps. Some maps do show animals in the pens. However, it's not base game. This is coming to base game. Animal pens at the animal dealer. And the only animal that's currently being confirmed 100% are chickens, cows, horses, pigs, sheep, so the ones we have in game currently, and a new animal which is water buffalo. Water buffalo is currently the only animal that's been confirmed as new, but apparently there are others. Coming on to crops, so we've been told that there will be spinach. We haven't heard nothing else about that though, from what I know of. What we have heard about a lot about though is rice. So we're gonna have two types of rice. We're gonna have wet and dry rice. So both of them will need to be grown in flooded fields. But I believe the difference is wet rice you would plant in a flooded field, whereas dry rice you will plant it in a field when the field is dry, and then you flood the field after that. So we've seen quite a bit about the new combines. We've seen quite a bit about the new equipment for the rice. So we've seen on the gameplay footage, we've seen the rice blander, which is Izeki. We've seen a rice harvester, and we've so yeah, dry rice you'll be able to harvest, I believe, with combine and plant it with a normal planter, I believe, or seeder. Wet rice, you'll need the special rice harvester. So yeah, now some people will say that nothing's new. We have this stuff in the game already. Now I would like to say there are new stuff. Firstly, a lot of the stuff, yes, we have it in the game now. It's as mods. Some of the stuff is coming as base game, which allows modders to be able to convinces them to create even better mods, and B, they can spend more time on different mods. So the more giants put in base game, the more mods we will be able to get. Now you see the amount of mods we get in FS22. Now I'm pretty sure we will be able to get a few mods more, because some of the creators won't have to work on some of the stuff they've done before. For example, GPS. So the maps. So there are 3 maps coming to base game. If you get the year 1 season pass, there will be a 4th map. So the maps that have been confirmed for the base game is a European map. The European map is going to be Sri Lanka. That one is going to be carried over from FS22. Now that's not new. It has been into FS22, but there will probably be some tweaks and changes made to it. Apparently it's a tradition that Giants have that they carry one map over, and this time they're doing it with Sri Lanka, probably because it's the newest map and they want to give people more time to play on Sri Lanka. Now there is an American map as well that has been confirmed as Riverbend Springs. So in Riverbend Springs we're going to have a ferry which we can use to get across the river, and we're going to have a load of other stuff. Now there have been some stuff I've forgotten. I'll come back to all that at the end. It's also been confirmed that there's going to be over 400 machines and items from more than 150 different brands, all in the base game. And dirt bikes, they are in the base game. So if you like riding around on dirt bikes, you're going to have a thrill, as you won't need mods to be able to ride a dirt bike round. See, some of the vehicle makes that have actually been 100% fully confirmed at the moment is Case IH, Class, Fendt, John Deere, Voucher, Aprilia, that's the new one, Kubota, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, J&M, which is another new one, and Izeki. And Kubota, I think, is a newer one as well. Kubota was not base game. So it looks like now in base game we should get Kubota tractors and equipment. And then for companies, one of the companies that have been confirmed is Rani Wrap. So Rani Wrap is a bale wrap. If you choose, to, you can refill your baler and with bale wrap or netting, and bale your grass and wrap it. And the wrap has been Giants have teamed up with Rani Wrap, and that's a new company that's in the game. Rani Wrap are doing. It's going to be one of the mates of Bale Wrap in the game. Now let's get back to some of the stuff that I missed. So, when it comes to rice, I'm not sure whether we'll be able to buy rice saplings. I'm assuming we will. This is for the wet rice. But I know for a fact we will be able to grow them. So there will be greenhouses, much more realistic greenhouses than what we have in the game now. And in these greenhouses you'll be able to make rice saplings. And I believe it works the same way as it does now, where you just put in the products needed and then it will spawn next to the greenhouse. Regarding to improved graphics and physics and stuff, let's talk about water effects. Now this is something I really like. In the game, if you walk or drive through water, even if you stand next to the water, you'll be able to hear more of that watery sound. In FS22, you stand next to a river, you don't really hear nothing apart from the environment volume. In FS25, you're going to actually be able to hear the sound of the river. So, rivers obviously make a sound. That flowing water makes a sound. And in FS25, they've now got that. The other thing they've got is if you drive, for example, or walk through the water, it's now going to create ripples. So you're going to have a rippling effect from vehicles driving through water, or you walking through water. That's something I really like. Apparently, there's also going to be stars in the night sky. How true how true this is, I'm not sure. But apparently, because of the Giants Engine 10, you'll now be able to see stars in the sky. I know one person, definitely, who will be happy with that. Daggerwin. And to be fair, I think I would like it as well. Headlights. Vehicle headlights are going to be more realistic. Street lights are good. Lights in the game are going to be more realistic now. So, they're going to bounce off things. And the fog, it's going to be more of a denser type. And Giants have warned that at times it may be very difficult, if not near impossible, to drive. So we are going to get very dense fog. That's been confirmed. It is a game feature. It's not something you'll be able to switch off. It's not something like stones and stuff like that. It's going to be something like rain in FS22, which just happens. You can't control it. You can't switch it off or whatever, lower it. It just happens. What people think of that, I'm not sure. I know it could possibly affect gameplay. If you're trying to play a game and all this fog rolls in, if you're playing realistically, obviously, this is all welcome. It's all more like real life. If you're not playing realistically, and you just want to enjoy the game and stuff, who knows? it might affect you, I don't know. But I still say give FS25 a go. So this will be the end of my video on FS25, what we know so far. I will keep you fully updated on as much as possible as soon as I get information. Please do let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you think I missed. If there's anything you think I missed, please do let me know in the comments. And if people look in the comments, they'll be able to see the stuff that I missed, and then they'll know that info as well. I'm pretty sure there will have been a couple of things probably I missed, because there is a lot to cover. I've tried to write down as much as possible on my notes, but it's very easy to miss a lot out. But anyway, I'm gonna remind everyone, please, if you could. I'm trying to get to Giants partnership level bronze. Please do use my links to download games and DLCs, or use my code DELL, which is DELL in capitals, on the Farming Simulator website. It does help out the channel at no extra cost for you. Unfortunately, it doesn't do a discount. However, it's no extra cost to you, probably a couple of seconds. I have all my links on my channel. I have on my community page, I have various chats that I've put out about FS25, and almost all of them should have the link on them. But yeah, without all that said, please remember to hit. Please remember. I need to get my words out. Please remember to like the video, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you never miss any videos I upload. Share the video. Subscribe. And with all that said, have a good day. Happy farming, and I'll see you next time.